Hello friends, welcome to my channel IELTS Success. Once again I am here with another video on the latest cue card along with part 3 follow-up questions along with answer to help you to attain 8+ band. But if you like my video, please do like, subscribe my channel and share my video with your friends to get further updates on the latest videos. So let's see our cue card. So today's cue card is describe a time when you invited someone to have dinner at home or a restaurant. And the related questions could be when you invited them, where you had the dinner, why you invited them, and how you felt about this dinner. So let's see our sample answer for this particular cue card. As I always say, we need an impactful introduction. So let's see this sample answer. Well, I must say that Indians are well known for their hospitality when it comes to inviting guests at home. Actually, we believe in a proverb that guest is God. There were endless special events when my family had invited our kith and kin for dinner, either at home or at restaurants. However, I would like to speak about an interesting incident when I invited all my mom's friends on this Mother's Day. In fact, I wanted to keep this as a surprise for my mother. While I have been seen her doing everyday chores, I wanted her to relax and relish on that day. Since I planned my day in advance, I booked 2 movie tickets for my parents of one of the blockbuster movie and asked them to have their whale of time. My mom was extremely delighted to see my emotions for her. The moment my parents left the home, I rushed into the kitchen to gather all the ingredients required for my dishes. I decided on the menu to be authentic North Indian cuisine, along with Italian starters and a European dessert. I started to cook in full swing. I made garlic bread and pizza for starters, butter chicken, Indian bread and creamy cottage cheese for the main course along with custard as a dessert. I had to work against the clock since I had limited time in my hand. I also cleaned my home to look at spick and span. I did all my chores at the nick of time when my guests arrived. Just then my parents also came. They were amazed to see all the preparation and my mom was touched. I was over the moon when everyone relished the meal and appreciated my effort, including my parents. Okay, but what if you don't know how to cook and you have to prepare this cue card? You can start like this. Although cooking is not my cup of tea, I thought to surprise my mom on this Mother's Day. I took help of my friend or sister for cooking as she's master in it. You can also mention like we did not have enough time to cook, so we ordered starters from outside and rest of the cooking we did at home. When my mother saw the arrangement, she was on cloud 9 as she never expected this from me. So this is how you can prepare the cue card if you don't know how to cook. So you must be wondering, what is the formula of getting 8+ band in speaking? It's quite simple. You just need to use certain vocab, which is lexical resources, along with few idioms in speaking. There are some vocabulary and idioms I have used in this cue card and I've also highlighted them in my sample answer for your reference. Even if you manage to use 2 or 3 idioms or idiomatic phrase, you can achieve a good band and score very high in your IELTS speaking examination. Here are few part 3 follow-up questions related to this cue card which could be asked by the examiner on your examination day. Let's see some of the sample answers for these questions. Where do people in your country usually eat? At restaurants or at home? It depends. Usually my countrymen prefer to eat at home as the food prepared at home are healthy and hygienic. However, these days it's a trend to dine out, which was not the case in older days. Why do more and more people like to eat at restaurants rather than at home? Frankly speaking, people have become quite busy in their day-to-day lives due to hectic schedule. They don't have enough time to cook for themselves, so they like to eat out as it saves a lot of time. Moreover, they get bored of eating same food every day, so often they try different cuisine at restaurants. Since restaurants' food are more delicious, it attracts more customers. What are the advantages and disadvantages of eating at restaurants? In my opinion, there are numerous merits and demerits of consuming outside food. First and foremost, the main advantage of eating out is saving time. Additionally, we get variety of cuisine at eating joints, which is not possible to prepare at home. On top of that, eating outside gives a pleasure of routine change. However, the biggest demerit is excessive cost. Secondly, these delicious food comes with a huge amount of oil, salt and spices, which is unhealthy and harmful. Do you think it is possible that everyone will eat at restaurants instead of at home in the future? Well, it is hard to predict future about the food preference of people. Nevertheless, I strongly believe that entire populace would not turn toward restaurants in coming future due to cost and health. Also, people are becoming more and more health conscious, thus home cooked food will always be first preference. So this is how you can prepare your follow-up questions and answers.